Welcome to Inside the Panther Den. Your podcastee hosts this week are Lizzie,
And Destiny.
and today we will be kind of talking about the class, the reason why we're making this podcast, and a little bit into our lives.
This podcast will be made by the senior STEM class. The teacher is going to be Tanner Bowman. This STEM class is going to do a podcast each week. We'll have different podcastees, and they're going to kind of be going into what's going on that week and what's going on in their lives.
So, the reason why we decided to do a podcast this year is one, to help get us all out of our comfort zones a little bit. If you knew the kids in this class, they don't want to speak to no one, they're not very public faced kids. And Coach Bowman thought that this would be a great way to get people out of their comfort zone and to help. But it also gives us an idea and a project to do throughout this year that's going to be memorable, and it's going to help us look back on our senior year and just have something cool to remember it by.
It kind of helps us also promote all the things that are going to be going on that week. Kind of gives people another way to figure out what is going to be going on that week instead of just online on our website.
Yes. It gives them also a way to look into the students and learn more about them than just what they see while they're doing their activities in sports. So, our first thing that we're going to kind of talk about today is senior year. So, we're about a month into senior year. And what do you think so far about it?
I think it's going pretty good. Pretty easy so far.
Yeah. One thing about senior year is that you don't have a lot of classes. It's
Very
pretty
laid
laid
back.
back. And so your workload's a lot easier and you can enjoy it more, I guess.
Yes.
And you're not stressed and like, I hate school. So, what event have we done so far for senior year that you like the most, or the one you're most excited for?
The one that I liked the most was homecoming. Getting to dress up and being able to be on the homecoming court with my friends was very, very good.
That was a lot of fun because I think we just gotta put on pretty dresses and then go out,
Dress up,
and then we gotta go out on the football field, and it was fun.
seeing all the kids that looked up to us and like came up to us while we were all dressed up. It was
It really made it more special, I
yeah.
feel, and it really kind of put into perspective like how much of an impact you have on little kids
Yes.
and how much kids look up to you, and people are always like watching you and they're always wanting to be like you, and it kind of
Yes.
just it helps a lot and it makes you feel
A lot better.
yeah. So, what senior event or trip or anything are you most excited about for in the future?
Um, I don't know. What are you most excited about?
Oh, I don't know. I think prom will be fun just because
Yeah.
we don't have to plan it this year.
That's
That's not our planning. If you
that takes a lot of stress off our shoulders.
because I don't think we got to enjoy our junior prom as much because we had to plan
Plan it and we
and
had
we
to clean up
and figure all that stuff out.
yes.
So I think prom will be fun, but I think our senior trip will also be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think that our class will definitely be able to come together and find something for all of us to do that we're all going to enjoy.
Yeah. Because I think our class can kind of collectively agree that like we want it to be fun,
Yes.
but we also don't want it to be something that's like straight scheduled out where it's like you got
Yes.
50 minutes at this place and 10 at this place. And so it's just kind of gonna
Our class can really come together to plan something for everybody. It doesn't just isn't just based off
Yeah.
them.
and our class actually wants to try, and so it's gonna be I feel a lot of fun. We'll have to see in the future how it pans out, but
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be it.
What do you think you want to do for the senior trip?
Okay,
Any ideas?
I feel like Frontier City would just be fun because everyone loves roller coasters.
Yeah.
But the kids last year, they went to, like, Main Event,
Mm-hmm.
and then the year before that, they went to, like, Bricktown, so I feel like places like that would be
Yeah.
fun to do
Yeah.
because there's so much for everyone.
I think that Frontier City would be a good idea too. And then we could do like something else if like
Yeah.
the boys wanted to, or we could just go out to eat. You could go to the mall, could go to Top Golf. Like those are all just ideas that we could do.
And as long as we make sure we do our fundraisers, so
Yeah.
anyone listening, you wanna donate to the senior class, help with after prom and senior trip,
We're
please
gonna
do.
be doing fundraising at the parade this weekend on Saturdays. If you guys want to come buy shirts, we have a dunk tank. We're doing paint.
We may be
Face
doing
paint.
face painting, so make sure to come out and support your senior class.
Yes.
So, but I feel we'll make it a lot of fun
Yeah. Yeah.
as long as we get the bases covered first. So, okay, our next point to talk about is softball. Senior softball season. How's that going so far, Destiny?
I think it's going pretty good. Our team is pretty young. There's only 3 seniors, no juniors, and then the rest are sophomores and freshmen.
Yeah.
We kind of have a small team with 11.
11 girls, yeah.
So it's pretty small, pretty young team, but I think that everybody's willing to go out of their comfort zone and play positions that they've never played before to do what it takes to make our team better.
Yeah.
We have some people playing in places they've never played before, and I think they're really stepping up and doing a good job.
I think one thing I like about our team this year a lot is that they wanna go out and compete and do it, but they also wanna have fun while doing it.
Yeah.
It's not so, "Oh my gosh, it's gotta be strict all the time, we've gotta be this, this, and this," like, we're able to have fun while also trying to do good, and they also wanna learn.
Mhm.
That's something that I think is amazing about our team this year, and because it's younger, and so they wanna try and learn in this point, and so they're showing up to practice, and they're trying out there, and they're trying to apply it in games even when they're in positions they're not used to, and spots that they don't normally, like, go, so I just think
I think some things our team could work on is our confidence. I
yeah.
think that we have a lot of energy, but we don't let it show
Yeah.
during games. Like we're not very loud. We're supportive of each other, but we're not like we don't let it
Yeah.
known to be like we say things here and there, but
Yeah.
we don't not loud and supportive all the time, which I think is something we can improve on. We can improve on our confidence. I feel like sometimes we go out there and we're scared and
Yep.
we don't think that we can win the game whenever I think that we have a chance. And so that really just brings our body language down and it just kind of affects how we play.
Yeah, and a lot of that does have to do with our team being so young
Yes.
because they're all scared. They see these bigger, like these older girls, and they're intimidated because they know they're better teams. And so they're like, okay, well, I'm just going to
Yeah.
go out there and be like, and they don't want to go out there with the confidence. And then start psyching themselves out and get in their head. And then that's just something that's been a running trend.
I think by the end of this season, even by slow pitch, I think we'll be a completely different
Yeah.
team than we were at the beginning of the year. I think that the longer and the more practices that we've had, like recently, we've been only playing one game a week.
Yeah.
We had last week, we practiced almost every single day. I think that really helps us out and that will really
Got
make
to
an
improve.
impact. Yeah.
Yeah. And we got to improve and everything. And that our team has just grown and changed since the very first
Yeah.
game that we had.
You wouldn't even think it's the same people on the team if you watched our first practice than if you came to a practice now. Like,
Yeah.
it's completely different.
Well, I think part of that is because Coach Hendricks punishes us with push-ups now.
Yeah. He makes us do push-ups every time we miss the ball, every time we make a bad throw, we don't stop the ball, we're doing push-ups.
You make a bad play, you're doing a push-up. Like,
He's a lot harder on us now, which I think is great. I
yeah,
think that's really what we needed is we needed somebody to be harder on us, and
a
so
little
we
more
kinda
discipline when
yeah.
it comes to that stuff because you don't put discipline. You're just like, hey, don't do that. No one's going to listen. No one's going to try to better themselves.
Big
So,
shout out to his wife. Yeah, also
yep.
came. I think she made a big impact. Even though she's not able to be there right now, I think that she's made like a big impact on our practices last week and our games. We got our first win whenever she was at one, so
She was there. So I just think she's helped the outfield a lot. I know. Yeah, I don't know how much she's worked with the infield, but she's kind of helped us be confident in what balls we can catch and how we can go out there and just try a little bit harder. And she's also like got on to you if you don't try how you're supposed
yeah.
to, which I think
We
helps.
can't forget about Coach Curry. He was always hard on us even when Coach Hendricks wasn't. He's always been hard on us and he's also a great
Yeah,
assistant
we
coach
love
to
Coach
have.
Kerr. Coach Kerr's been around forever though, so he's got a little expertise in his back pocket. Just kidding. We love you, Coach Kerr. So now on to the future. That's our next topic point is the future. What do you want to do after high school? What is your plans? Do you know?
I've been kind of back and forth on what I want to do, but I think the thing I'm leaning towards most is going to be a loan officer. I tried to find my way out of not going to college and finding a job that would be great for me and I didn't have to go to college for. But the more I look into it and the more I really think about what I want to do, if that's what I want to do, I've kind of come to the realization that not going to college is not really an option. So
At this point, when you live in such a small area,
yeah,
there's not, if you're not exposed to anything,
exactly.
there's not very
So
many.
I think I'm gonna kind of like job shadow. I've thought about being a dental hygienist. I've thought about being a real estate office. A realtor. And then I've thought about multiple things, but I think I'm kind of leaning towards a loan officer. I kind of want to stay close and go to NOC and major in either finance or business administration. I think I could do a lot more with business administration than I could with finance, but I'm going to do whichever is going to be best for me. That's kind of my plans
Yeah.
for the future. What are yours?
I have been stuck on this since I was like 4. This has been like I have not wavered, I have not changed. I have wanted to be a teacher since I probably could even think at this point. And I want to go to I either want to go to like OSU or I want to probably stay closer, go to NOC or Northwestern. And I want to teach elementary. I love the fact I love the thought that I get to help little kids in a way that teachers helped me when I was younger.
I think, yeah, part of that is a big impact that our
Yeah.
teachers have on our life. Going to a small school, you really realize like
Yeah.
how much of an impact they really do have on your
Their
life.
teachers get to become like a second parent to you. Like
Yeah.
you're with them all the time. They're always around. They're around like even now. Like
Mm-hmm.
we're seniors and I still go and see almost all my elementary teachers every single
Every
day.
day, yeah.
Like it's such a big impact. And the thought that I could have that on a
A
child
child, yeah.
one day is just so like it makes me want to
Mhm.
really teach and do it.
Yeah.
So
People say there's lots of negatives about being teachers, but there's also lots of
positives,
positives
like
about being a teacher. Like there's like the schedule, like it's the
yeah.
impact you get to have on the kids. Like there's lots of good things that come from being a teacher.
And you just have to think about whether you want if you think that the positives are gonna outweigh the negatives.
Negatives, yeah.
And at least when I think of it, I think that the fact that I can impact a child in a positive way, that's going to outweigh the money
Mm,
costs, the struggles of everything, like, that's going to outweigh it all the
yeah.
time. So, okay, what I forgot what I was gonna ask you. I had it planned in my head. So, oh my goodness. Oh, would you wanna stay close to Pond Creek or would you wanna go away? Would you wanna live in a small town, big city? What are your thoughts on all that?
I like the small town. I think that I would like to move away from Concrete, kind of get like to know somewhere else. But I think I like the idea of living in the city, but I don't like the idea of like when I have kids, them going to a big school
Yeah.
because I've always went to a small school. And so I'm just like, I don't know what it's like going to a big
Yeah.
school. So I think like I would like to live like I want to stay in Oklahoma, stay close. That's where all
Yeah.
my family, all my friends are. I think that like moving to Edmond and then like kids going like my kids would go to like Cashin or like a little school around there or like even like it doesn't even have to be Edmond, like a big city and then
Yeah.
my kids going to a little school because I think that a smaller school has way more of an impact than a bigger
Oh, yeah.
school would have on you.
100%. I'm right there with you. I just think, like, I don't know if I would move into a bigger city or if I would move into a small city right outside a big city,
Yeah.
because that way I'm accessible to the city, but I still have that small
Small
town feel.
town, yeah.
Because living our closest city, town is 30 minutes away, and it's not even like a city.
No.
It's like 3 grocery stores at this point, like, it's not that
I'd
big.
be able to go to the mall
Yeah, like,
all
let
the
me go
time.
shopping, let me go to these big places, and you can't get that when you live, like, out here, like, we're landlocked around fields.
Yeah.
So, I would wanna live in a closer to a city that
Closer to a city, but like in this small town
yeah.
because I don't know. I just think the teachers and all the people
The
in this small
the
town,
community relationship in a
yeah,
small town is so
is
much more,
way more
like,
better.
it's
Yeah.
more impactful, it's everything. So, okay, well, that looks like all that we have for today, and we're gonna give a little closing, but also make sure if you're listening this, if this comes out before this weekend, which it should, come to the parade, come see all the
All the kids, all the sporting, like
yeah,
all the people there. There's gonna be lots of booths
yeah.
going on, lots of
Come
fundraising.
support all the fundraisers that your classes are doing, 'cause almost every class, like, from 8th grade up is probably doing fundraisers. So just come out and support them and just let your community see that you wanna support and just continue to grow and be a part of that community.
Come to the dunk tank
Yep.
and dunk your seniors.
Yep. You'll get to hopefully we'll be there because we have
Yep.
a softball tournament this week.
So hopefully we'll be at the parade, but also hopefully we'll be in the
In the
softball
softball
tournament.
tournament, it's kind of we're conflicted. So, thank you guys for listening in. I'm not sure who's on next week, but
I don't know.
hopefully they have as good as conversation as we did. Cause
I think we did pretty good.
yeah. So, thank you guys. We won't see you, but we'll be back next week. Bye.